Okay, looks like everybody's ready.
Okay.
Yep.
We're not too late this time.
All of Birchwood are present. And all of Culcraft are present.
Which one did you want to start following, or do you want to just go with the flow?
Let's just go with the flow.
Alright.
Do you have a button equipped?
I do.
Sweet. And apparently they were ready to go, and off they've gone. No need for a countdown.
That's right. Well, 3 is close enough for me.
So here we have the initial starting phase, as is fairly typical of direct fire. Everybody runs to the chests, collects their bows and arrows, and starts firing immediately. Also digging their tunnels under the fence there. Fairly standard stuff for the opening of any RFW match.
Because it nets you both blocks, you need to cross the bridge and get you under the fence. Some people sort of scoot around the fence, but that doesn't net you any blocks to build your bridge.
Now Culcraft has reached the gap first, and looks like they're going to complete their bridge without any pressure. Actually, I'm surprised that they stopped, but they should be able to sprint jump across.
Yeah, that is a sprint jumpable gap, and that just happened.
There we go. It looks like Arbiter has got across and is going to put some pressure back against Birchwood, while the rest of his team, I assume, is going to... Yeah, there they go. They're going to start heading across. They're going to finish the bridge and head to the castle dungeon.
Looks like Birchwood has the supplies to make a bridge, and they have 2 or 3 people firing bows back at the other team.
Indeed, they are getting shut down right now.
Yeah, it is still not safe for them to bridge across. Let's see if anyone has run ahead.
I have a dog.
Robin
likes to bark.
Klassen from Team Culcraft has broken a chest, which I believe is full of TNT. No, it's full of golden apples.
The
2
top
swords,
chest
bows,
has
and
arrows, yeah.
It's the bottom chest that has the TNT.
Indeed.
So he may be sprinting ahead toward the pain water, because golden apples do help you get in and out of pain water.
Now back at the gap, it looks like Culcraft still has Birchwood locked down, and this is really, really going to hurt Birchwood. They need to get across as soon as they can, because as long as they are on that side of the gap, they are not getting their iron blocks and their diamond blocks, and that is going to be bad for them.
And yeah, Culcraft has no one running for the iron either. So they may not even be wasting time with that.
At this point, they have the luxury to take their time. Looks like Birchwood is trying to get a bridge out here. They're having some troubles.
So they're all 4 here.
Culcraft actually has 3 team members working on locking down this gap.
Yeah, and
let's head out
Robin
here
Klassen
and
from Culcraft has still not left his workbench, so he's probably crafting materials, which will be useful in whatever he's going to do next. He's now heading out.
Looks like Arbiter is going to be moving up now to join Robin. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of an item exchange here. Looks like leather armor.
He probably made suits for everybody, based on the time he spent there.
Team Birchwood is having nothing but problems here. CPU9 just got shot off of another bridge attempt.
Yeah, they still have not bridged across. It looks like they are trying to go behind the bridge to make it a little safer, and probably build up 2 levels here and then 1 level out. I hope that made sense on your stream.
Here goes another bridge attempt that is once again going to end in failure. They need protection.
Yeah, I don't like them bridging out on this part of the bridge. It's too exposed. They really need to finish their bridge. They started on the back because they can add extra blocks. Well, they have free cover, and they can also they already have the double height started, which should protect them from arrows even more.
And now that nighttime is setting in, they are also going to have some troubles because they have not lit up their forest at all. So it may end up that Team Birchwood is going to end up finding themselves trapped here in the forest with no bridge across the gap.
I'm going to see if anyone has sprinted ahead, because I only see 2 Culcrafters at the...
Two of the two Culcrafters are hanging back at the... Or one is hanging back at the forest to continue putting pressure. Apu.
Yeah, Robin is heading ahead and
let's
is
see.
lighting up the forest. The secondary forest.
Moose is also hanging back and shooting, and looks like we may have a bridge here. We do have a completed bridge on the Birchwood side, so they are now finally across and making some progress forward. I expect that means that Culcraft is probably going to pull up now and start heading down the lane.
Robin is
A
running
moment here.
He's
Let's
running
see.
into some zombie troubles, but I think he can take care of it with his leather armor and his iron sword.
So Robin is heading down their lane. Do we have anybody at... It looks like Culcraft has actually made it all the way down to Painwater. Yes, they do have a bridge there, a TNT bridge. So they have prepared their attack ahead of time.
With how much of a lead they have, they can probably get out with the red wool and possibly remove the TNT bridge, making them think that they don't have it before
It looks like that's going to
they
be
even
the
make
case
it there.
because Arbiter is just about to reach the red wool fleecy box.
And he's there.
Door's open, the chest is open, the wool has been taken, the wool is in hand.
Now, we have seen players refresh their leather armor because there is leather in the chests that are provided here, but it doesn't look like... well, actually, Arbiter is going to do that. He's just tossed his old leather armor out and is going to craft a new set with the materials in there. There are also golden apples in there.
So as per usual in this map, this is going to be critical for Team Culcraft and Team Birchwood. Because now, if Arbiter is able to make it back successfully with the red wool,
Yeah, he's got red wool in
then Team
hand.
Culcraft doesn't
is
have to
leaving.
worry about Painwater anymore. All they will have to worry about is preventing Birchwood from getting the red wool.
And yeah, most players are biasing to hit their head in lava, which is a good idea because if your feet get stuck in lava, it will sort of suck you down as the pain animation causes you to freeze and drop. So biasing with your head is a good idea because it drops you out of the lava when you get hurt. Ooh!
Oh!
He tried to power through the lower part of lava and was not able to make it. He should have munched a golden apple.
Now here is an interesting question. How much wool did Arbiter take? And luckily it was only 5 wool. If Arbiter had taken all the red wool and lost it, that actually would have ended the match right there.
More importantly, the fact that the death message said that he went up in flames will tell the other team that they have reached Painwater, so deleting this TNT bridge on the way back will not provide them complete immunity from them knowing that they were over there. And it looks like they already are heading down to... The map's not loading for me, but they're heading down to Chutes and Ladders.
Indeed. So Culcraft has really pulled out ahead here. Still no action on this end of the lane from Birchwood. There we go. Looks like Hello Lion is making his or her way down the lane. And this appears to be the most lane advanced member of Team Birchwood at this point. I do not see any torches being placed down, so it's going to be a rough trip back. And Hello Lion is in some trouble here, fighting some mobs, spiders and zombies. And there's going to be more where that came from, so this is going to be... Hello Lion is probably going to be in some pretty bad shape at this point. Almost had a bit of a creeper problem, almost had a spider problem.
Culcraft has reached the last turn in Chutes and Ladders.
And Hello Lion has just arrived at Chutes and Ladders from the Team Birchwood side.
And Arbiter is going to be making another attempt at Painwater. He may have iron armor on this time. Let's see. He's going to do it with no armor, which I think may be a mistake.
Hello Lion may actually... Oh! Hello Lion arrived just in time to stop Culcraft's attempt at Chutes and Ladders.
Ah, so he was shot off?
Indeed, Hello Lion shot Robin off of the final ladder in the Chutes and Ladders section, which sets Culcraft back at the beginning where they started.
So at this point, the game is pretty much even. They both have no walls, and they've advanced pretty much the same distance. Culcraft still has an advantage. They already have platforms in place on chutes and ladders, and they already have somebody in Painwater running it, and they have a bridge across, but it could easily go either way right now.
Indeed. Arbiter is almost at the end of his second attempt. It seems to be stalling momentarily.
He is probably waiting for his health to regen. I'm really surprised that he did this without any armor on. This shows a lot of confidence in his practice or complete craziness.
It looks like he's going to be successful. Ah, that's a smart move. Throwing down a bed in the flexi box.
Ah, yes, it is night. That gives him attempts to do this, because if he takes 5 wool at a time, he's got, what is that, 10 attempts left? I remember how many wools in a box.
Somewhere around there.
He's probably going to make another suit of armor, and hopefully this time he is going to use golden apples. Greetings, MC Gamer. Super Gamer Troll.
Arbiter is now donning some leather armor. Eating... not sure what. Doesn't appear to have been a golden apple. I don't see any particle effects on Arbiter. So he was just refreshing his hunger bar and going for it with leather armor and guts. Looks like Culcraft is arriving at Painwater right now. It would be amazing if they managed to shut down Arbiter.
You mean Birchwood?
Here at Painwater.
Birchwood is on the left, or on the lane.
Did I say Culcraft? I'm sorry. Yes. Birchwood has arrived, or has not arrived. In fact, it was a camera person who tricked me.
Come up here and look.
They were walking
look at
on
the
the
TNT bridge. There's a curious passenger on it that may cause some problems in the near future.
Hopefully, Arbiter sees this creeper on his way back, or things are going to get very interesting.
He is almost back. I believe he has made it out of all of the lava of consequence, so it's just a cakewalk out as long as he doesn't get shot by any other members of the other team, and there aren't any nearby.
Yep, he is now approaching the front door. Should be a cakewalk from this point forward, but will Arbiter see the creeper? Oh, is he going to reset his spawn point? If he resets his spawn point here before he goes across the bridge and then gets blown up by the creeper, he's going to have to start Painwater completely over, but he did not set his spawn point, so this is going to be very interesting.
He placed wool.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He did place wool in the chest by Painwater, so even if he died, he wouldn't have... the team itself wouldn't have to run everything. He could always have broken his bed to get to the beginning and have another team member pick it up.
That is true.
So if the other team was not cognizant of the going up in flames message, there's a bed over there too. He should have broken this bed, because it still is an indication that they were over here.
I'm not seeing any action on Painwater or Chutes and Ladders at this point from Team Birchwood.
And I'm not sure if we missed this before or if you caught it. The extra iron on Birchwood's side has been destroyed from the trap on Chutes and Ladders.
At this point, I don't know when that happened, but let's go see how things are going on down the lane here, and maybe they got iron earlier on at those original rooms.
It looks like Robin is going to make another attempt at Chutes and Ladders. He already has his platforms in place, and there is no enemy fire to suppress him, so he may be able to make it clearly. Or quickly. And
it looks like Team Birchwood did in fact make it to their iron room and take the majority or all of the iron, where Culcraft did not. Birchwood also went and got their diamond room. So I think Birchwood was thinking ahead here. I am very interested to find out how this is going to affect play, because Culcraft actually had originally leapt out in front of the other team. But if they have not made any efforts to move towards diamond armor, they're going to find themselves in a tough position later.
Yeah, it is possible that 2 Birchwood team members could just camp Chutes and Ladders and ever prevent them from getting across this. Though Robin is almost through, he still has to make it back out. Now there is
I am not seeing any team members here from Team Birchwood. So Robin may be able to get all the way down without being harassed at all.
You know, he's doing this run without any armor at all. I suspect he is going to tunnel under or over the set of mobs to make it to the wool room. Sometimes with diamond armor, you see people simply drop down and run straight to the wool room. That is occasionally successful. It's really quick, but you have a risk of creepers blowing up the wool box, and you still have to get out through the mobs. Okay, Robin is now reached the bottom of the ladder.
Currently on the Birchwood side, Cake Bandit is the furthest advanced player in the last wooden fortress before the mountain, and doesn't seem to be quickly making his way to Chutes and Ladders, so Robin once again will be able to continue unharassed.
Robin is already
use the behind the wall method.
And I like that he destroyed his lapis ladder, or his lapis foothold blocks. That way it's not visible that he's actually running it if he stays shifted the whole time. Though he just broke a block that would indicate that.
He just unleashed the silverfish. This is not going to end well for Robin.
He
looks
might
like
be able
he
to
has...
Because remember, silverfish don't do that much damage, especially on easy. But it is going to be visible because he already has cave spiders locked onto them, so they will follow him along the bottom as he tunnels.
Indeed. Gonna look and see what Team Birchwood is up to once again.
But those are the last silverfish you should have to deal with. If he mines in a straight line until he hits bedrock, he will not run into any more silverfish. It is possible a blaze can spawn up there, though.
It appears that Team Birchwood's philosophy is that slow and steady wins the race. 2 team members are hanging out in the last wooden fortress, apparently working on creating some things. And I would venture to guess that the other 2 team members are probably here trying to get the green wool at the first dungeon. And it appears that this is so. Looks like there's a lot of spider action going on here. But I do not see any team member names. I'm having trouble finding them.
Moose from Birchwood is running the green wool, and I can see a lot of mobs on my screen that the level hasn't loaded in yet. But Moose is in the fortress, and he's on Team Culcraft.
It does not appear that either team has made it down to the green fleecy box at this point.
And most teams do seem to get the green wool last in this tournament.
Now it looks like, is that Moose there coming out at the bottom?
He is heading down.
That is Arbiter. Arbiter is working on the green.
Oh, is he already even lower?
Indeed.
Oh wow, I didn't see
this is going to be very interesting. Culcraft has a heck of a lead at this point. If Arbiter is able to survive this and get the green wool, we know for a fact that they already have the red wool and the green wool.
And they will safely be able to get the blue wool.
Indeed, because they are not getting harassed by Birchwood. I presume that Birchwood had a plan in mind, but they might be just too slow to act on it to stop Culcraft from completing. It's gonna end up being critical that they stop Robin from making it out of Chutes and Ladders with the blue wool.
Oops, forgot my button. Sorry.
Robin appears to be making steady progress and should be arriving just now over the blue fleecy box. So there we have it. Robin just needs to go down now.
It looks like Culcraft is tunneling down through the side wall of the Fellowship Fortification, and they've died at least once because I see minecart and tracks and picks sort of around the base of their side of the Fellowship Fortification. Moose from Team Culcraft has reached the wool room and is picking up green wool. And yes, we are invisible to the other team, but we are not invisible to each other. Moose is heading out with the green wool. If, I believe it's Robin who was going for the blue wool has it and is on his way out, this may be over in the next couple minutes. If they can manage to stop Robin...
Robin has just obtained the blue wool from the fleecy box and is heading up and back out.
Moose is making his way out with the green wool. And I believe he has a safe path. They built a ladder that goes up most of the way.
This is going to be a very short match. Team Birchwood, I don't think that they know what's coming for them. I wonder if they suspect how many wolves have been captured by the enemy team. They're spending most of their time in these buildings here, and I suspect that they've been crafting armor and items and things, but those items aren't going to see any use in this match.
Yeah, unless they can get arrows on the ground pointing at Robin. He may be doing the back. I think he is doing it. I think he's going to tunnel to the back, and they're going to toss up the sides. So if they can get the blue wool up there safely, there's no contest here. Yes, Robin has tunneled out the back. He just needs to wait for a team member to tunnel down. And his pick is broken, so he's doing it by manually punching the bricks, which takes, I think, 15 seconds per block. Sorry about the button.
This is a very interesting strategy. I don't think I've actually seen this one in use before.
Yeah, F1 removes both the nameplates and the death messages. So yeah,
he's on his own, though. It doesn't appear that his teammates have started any other kind of tunnel.
Oh, he's putting a little marker in there for them.
No, he's actually... Oh, that's Lapis. Okay. I thought that was Blue Wool for a second.
That way they know where to stop. So I expect a teammate to come to the side and tunnel down. It looks like maybe a poo. Looks like Cake Bandit may be heading towards Pain Water.
This may be the worst possible way for them to actually do this strategy here, because all of the arrow battles happen to be taking place right here. If Robin would have just come straight out with the wall, they potentially could have been on their way by now, I would think. They weren't feeling any pressure at Chutes and Ladders.
Arbiter Uprising is heading down to meet Robin. And I assume he will toss up the blue wool once he's ready.
Yep, there goes the tunneling action. It doesn't appear that Robin has left any blue wool here. I'm not sure I understand the strategy.
What they're going to do is they're going to try to toss the blue wool across the lane and have Arbiter pick it up.
Ah, I see. The lapis has been placed. If the lapis is placeable, why not place the blue wool earlier?
Culcraft now has the blue wall. Okay, so it is okay.
Well, it wasn't used for any kind of cheating. So
oh yeah.
It seems one after the other.
They've got blue wool, but I expect them to head back now.
Right. So it seems that's an acceptable mistake according to the rules.
Okay.
So Arbiter should be heading back with the blue wool, which is going to be the game. I'm going to check and see how Birchwood is doing, but I don't think they have much of a chance at this point. This match is about to be over.
If they can prevent them from getting across the final bridge, maybe, but they still need to get all three wools as far as I know. I don't see any evidence that they've run Chutes and Ladders. They may be running Pain Water right now, and I think they may actually almost be to the green wool room.
It does appear that Cake Bandit is on his way back from the red fleecy box. But I don't know if it's going to be in time. I have a feeling that by the time I get back on the other side of the mountain, Team Culcraft is already going to be up and out and on their way back. Am I right?
I would assume so. They have all 3 wolves. Unless
It
something
appears
happened.
so. I believe that the victory run is currently taking place right now.
I can't tell who this is from Birchwood, but they are currently surrounded by
I am
spiders.
tracking Arbiter. Arbiter is on his way back, and he's in a big hurry. We know what that means. Arbiter reading the chat probably. Trying to find out if what he did was okay. It looks like it's been approved. He's not going to get shot off of the bridge. It looks like he's going to make it safely through the forest. He's holding the blue wool in hand. But the victory monument currently does not have any wool on it. Moose has the green wool in hand. Green wool has been placed. The red wool has been placed. And the blue wool has been placed, and that's the game. Team Culcraft wins handily and quickly.
I believe that was 25
That was a very
minutes.
good game. Indeed, that was a good, quick game.